Good morning. We're 50 miles from Cascade Locks. Oregon. Yesterday we did a 20 to this campsite. Oh, also, no biggie. Yesterday was our 4-year anniversary. Jordan and Amber made us the sweetest little sign. Yeah, it was nice. It was actually a really great day. I was feeling really good. At lunchtime I started feeling like listening to Queen. So I started listening to Queen. And then I just felt like general 80s music. So I threw on my playlist. I was just having a ball. Yeah, so we did 20 to this campsite that we just stayed at, which was like on a road. Had a toilet, which was amazing. Had some picnic tables, which were even better. No, I think the toilet was even better than the picnic tables, but yeah, we had an amazing sleep last night. No wind, no disturbances from anything. It wasn't a flat side, but it wasn't angled in any funny direction, because those are usually the ones that make the worst night's sleep, when you start like sliding to a certain side or something. So yeah, it's feeling like an okay day today. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
You feeling better than yesterday?
Yes.
That's good. I'm feeling worse than yesterday, but tradesies. But that's okay. Get it done. We're so close to Cascade Locks. We only have tomorrow and then a 10 into town.
Should we get there by like 8? So.
Huh?
We get there by like 8 for breakfast.
Yesterday we woke up. This is probably why I didn't actually video anything yesterday, at least at the start. It was because it was overcast and drizzling. So of course we were a little mopey. Such is life out here. You wake up with some surprise drizzle and you're not very happy. But we entered Indian Heaven, which we've been told for the last couple of weeks that it was Indian hell when it came to mosquitoes, that you had to just knuckle your head down and just go through the whole entire thing at once, because otherwise you're going to get eaten alive. And Mike was freaking out about it. I kept on saying, like, since back then I was like, well, we're not going to hit there until like 2 or 3 weeks from now. They were only there like a week or 2 ago. So like, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Sure enough, it really wasn't. Might have been because it was windy. I don't know.
It was just wet.
But it wasn't. As soon as we entered Indian Heaven, it became sunny and beautiful and hot. So I really just think that we've kind of come to the end of the hatching season in Washington. We still have mosquitoes, but it's just not the same as what we had before Stevens Pass. Gonna go and get some water because we had to dry camp. So I packed out almost 4 liters and I only have like maybe a third of a liter left, just because last night yesterday for 20 miles I only drank maybe less than 2 liters, which was not good. I sometimes find it really difficult to drink water. I had a noon to rehydrate, and then I had to cook dinner and breakfast and then rinse out pots. We gave some hot cocoa to someone else back. Mike, you're feeling like French toast? Trying to think of what I feel like.
Mine lodges a
breakfast.
All you can eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fast the night before, I think.
Fast as in
like
you eat your dinner and you go to sleep and you wake up and hike 2 into Timberline Lodge and then eat. Is that what you mean by fast?
Figure it out. But all you can eat breakfast sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
It would suck to do it on your way out.
Yeah.
Because you just overeat like crazy and then just be sluggish as hell.
Yeah.
But we'll probably do it anyway.
Yeah. I think I've maxed out this video.
To the max.
To the max. I'm so bad at stopping it at the right time. Tonight's our night. Last night in Washington feels kind of surreal. Just kind of like looking and taking in the views because we came from there. I mean, it's not focusing, but Mount Adams is behind me. And we were just there last week, you know, right next to it. And now we're here about to walk into Oregon. I feel like I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do 2 zeros and cascade locks. I don't think Mike's particularly down. I'm just feeling, well, this morning I wasn't feeling very good. I was feeling sick and I don't know. It was probably just that I was feeling sick and I was just kind of bringing my whole entire mood down, but I just felt like I was on the verge of tears for a lot of the morning. When I took some ibuprofen later, it did actually kind of sort everything out, so I think I was just really moody because of how sick I was feeling. I finished Shoe Dog, which is the book by Phil Knight, who was the co-founder of Nike, and I loved it. It was an amazing book, and so I demanded that Mike start it today, and now he's talking. He's like, I feel like we got everything we need to from this trip. I think we should just drop this and let's go to Poland, get a flight to get to Japan. Let's travel the world, spend the next couple of months traveling the world. I mean, I want to do this. But man, I'm concerned that if he starts doing that when I'm not feeling as much like this, but it's only just because I've got like the blues or something, that I might just say yes and regret it. But I also might not regret it. The thing is like, I was the one that always wanted to do this, and I'm the one with kind of the reason. Not that Mike doesn't have a reason, but I think more of his reason is me. I think for him, other things just seem a little more worth it right now. And that's okay. I'm sure it'll come in waves where both of us feel like other things are more worth it than this. It's kind of the point of this whole thing. It's the point of doing the whole hike. Otherwise, we would have just done a section hike. You know, sometimes things get hard or boring. Sometimes it's just about persevering because you know that it's worth it in the end. I'm not feeling like it right now, and Mike might not be, but I know it will be. And we can travel around the world. The world will still be there next year. We can travel next year. We have the opportunity to do this now. So that's what I want to do. There's just some very Oregon thoughts, I guess, what I wanted to kind of document down. I don't know if I've ever touched on this, but we kind of decided to do this really fast. Most people spend years planning and like knowing that they're going to do this. And really, we only decided in March this year that this is what we were going to do 4 months ago. You know, it's felt a little unreal, a little bit of a whirlwind. I'm glad we didn't have years planning this. I just feel like if we had had years planning this, that means that there were years putting it off. It's a step in the way towards where I want to be in life, with being able to do what we want and not have to hold things off. And I think this was kind of like the biggest step we've ever made towards that. Everything else we've put off, and finally now we're just doing it. And I think Mike's finally feeling that freedom as well, which is probably why he's itching to go traveling right now. It's because he's also finally felt the freedom of what we're doing. Just feeling very reflective today. And I should be. We're finishing state 1 of 3. Unfortunately, it's not a third of a trail, but it's still a good chunk of it. I'm feeling good. I'm really excited for Oregon. Just excited to get going. Like I said about a week ago, it just finally feels like we're kind of moving. You spend weeks kind of feeling like you're walking in the same place. And now that Washington's done, it's just kind of, we're moving. And it's a good feeling to be moving. Alright, this has become entirely too long. I'm going to stop the sound, might video a bit of our last camp in Washington. Probably should have done that at other camps in Washington, but you know, just don't find any time. The only time you feel like you have time is when you're actually walking. So that's why I'm always videoing when I'm walking. You just don't want to do anything else when you're not. We're here in camp on our last night in Washington. Mike, what do you have to say about our last night in Washington?
It's bittersweet.
How so?
It's not that it was hard. It was just a lot of shitty. I don't mind the hardness. It's the shitty that makes it shitty.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool. It was really hard. Happy to see new stuff. Be able to push more miles. See how far we can go physically. See how far we can push ourselves. With a little more equal of an environment. It was cool. It was really cool. It's beautiful. People put up with 11 months and 2 weeks of shitty weather for the 2 good weeks in Washington every year. That's why they don't leave. You can see why.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. What about you?
Today was a bit of a low day for me, but recently the high days have been outweighing the low days, so that's always nice. $500 and Washington. It's like 7 something. We're gonna get to sleep before 8 so we can wake up. I wake up at 4 and then we're gonna hit it. We just discovered that we have 2 Twix bars for tomorrow each. So
A total of 4 whole Twix pieces each. It's a king size each.
it's a king size Twix.
We have it for breakfast and then for dessert breakfast.
No, baby, we gotta save it for one for oh, let's
One for
do
500 and one for
10 by 10. Because it's guaranteed.
Maybe.
Like, we'll be getting into Cascade Locks. I don't know whether we're... I mean, of course, we'll want a Twix, but I'm not sure if, like, there's other things that we can get when we're in town.
Oh,
So
there's so many other things we can get when we're in town. What are you talking?
Mike's really feeling like hot dogs and ice cream.
What is that place that people mention?
We heard about a place that sells hot dogs and ice cream, and it's apparently really good. Did you hear that they had freshly made waffle cones?
Should we just start going now? 12.8 miles. Awesome, huge maple bars and cinnamon rolls at Bridgeside Restaurant.
So yeah, this is our last night in Washington. We just had some burrito fillers that I made. I'm gonna brush our teeth. I'm gonna go pee. Mike might go pee. And then we're gonna go to sleep. And have an early morning tomorrow. Night. Say goodnight, Mike.
Good night.
The campsite in 15 has a toilet. So hopefully, I'm hoping my body will muster something up and make a deposit. Mike seems to be pretty lucky with that. Anything to add, Michael?
No.
300. Why is there a 300 there? 300. I don't know. There's a 300 on the ground over there. Don't know why. So, whoop.
Oh, my back. You didn't think I was gonna raspberry you?
I thought you were gonna be nice.
That was nice. Have you seen that video of the guy going through the music festival and he's like...
he was just pretending to put deodorant on me. You couldn't see it, so it was